A perm is not what you think it is, especially in South Korea. How is a perm related to K-Beauty? Well, right now, if you're watching the video, you will see that my hair is stick straight, quite smooth, not as frizzy and wavy as it usually is. And actually, this is the result of a straight perm. Crazy, I know. I used to think that a perm was something that old people get, mostly in the 80s, and was only curly hair to make your hair stay curly. And even if you air dry it or you blow dry it, that it will just stay that way, curly. But actually, South Korea is really advanced with perm technology, as hairdressers call it. So it's not just curly hair they do. You're able to get a straight perm like I've gotten, which means that my hair will stay mostly straight and sleek. You can get perms that will just, make your hair a little bit wavy, or just only a section of your hair. You can even get a root perm that gives volume to your roots, which I regret not getting, actually, child, because I only found out about the root perm when I was doing research about perms for this episode, and that was after I already got my perm. But hey, when my roots grow out, I might go back and get a root perm and see how that goes. So, a few things to know about perms, especially if you've never gotten a perm before, and you've no idea where to start. First step is, you cannot get a perm if your hair is bleached. So if you've bleached your hair, you cannot get a perm. A perm, people say it can be quite damaging to your hair. For a lot of people though, like, perms don't damage their hair that much and it's quite shiny, but it could be a little bit like how, some people dye their hair a lot and their hair is still good. And then some people dye their hair just once and it's damaged. So you could be lucky, you could be not, but they do not perm your hair if it is bleached. I got what is called a magic perm, which is kind of just a name for the type of perm, but it's kind of named for a straight perm. The funny thing about this perm is, even if I get a hair curler and I curl my hair and put in loads of hairspray, this perm is so strong that like after 2 or 3 minutes the curls will just naturally go straight and like fall out. So, which is great. I mean, that's what you want your perm to be like. But not so good if you want to change up your style. On average, perm, if you get it done, in Korea, it lasts anything between 4 to 6 months, but it also depends on the type of perm you get. There are cold perms, which are done, as the name suggests, like they're done cold. Why am I so slow saying that? They're done cold. They don't apply any heat to your hair. They don't last as long. If you get a good, more expensive perm, such as a magic perm, a perm that uses heat, it will usually last much longer, usually between 4 and 6 months. So the process of getting a perm, the process that I got for my perm, was basically, first, they put the perm solution on your hair. So the old granny at the hairdresser, she put the solution on my hair, and then she puts heat onto my hair. So I sit underneath this big hot heater that spins around, and I just wait there for a while. We watch TV, just chilling, you know how it is. Then she washes it out, and then when she washes it out, that's the point when your hair is ready to be molded into the shape. So for me, because I want it straight, she gets a straightener and she straightens my hair for dear life, and that's it, and then I can leave. But once you get a perm, you cannot wash your hair for roughly 2 days. The time differs. For me, to be safe, I didn't wash my hair for about 3 days. If you wash your hair, it will just undo everything. So it's like a Legally Blonde. Actually, Legally Blonde too. When she goes to court and she says to your one, oh, you got a perm done, yes, and you're in the shower washing your hair. But you should know, because you've got many perms in your life, you can't wash your hair 48 hours after a perm, because it will, and then she says like something scientific, like it will undo the peroxide, and then she cracks the case. So yeah, always remember, cannot wash your hair after a perm. How much did I pay for my straight perm at a I would say not a fancy clinic at all. Okay, not a fancy hairdresser at all. I paid 100,000 won, which is roughly maybe like €80, maybe $80 or something like that. But I think if you go to more expensive, like more fancier salon, a salon where maybe you need to book an appointment, because the place that I go, it's just a little old woman, and I just walk in and say, oh, do you have time now? And she usually like does my hair. She's so lovely. She's really nice. The price for a perm can go up to 150,000 won. If you get a curly perm, they actually sometimes plug in your curls to a heater to heat up the curls faster. It looks mad. It's absolutely crazy. And I think that's all I have to say about perms. Even now, my hair does still stink a little bit of chemicals. It's been a while, but it still smells a little bit. But I love getting a perm. I think it's so worth it. Even if my hair isn't perfectly straight with a perm, it's still much less frizzy than it usually is and much smoother. So I recommend, if you come to Korea, to definitely get a perm. And if you like just live somewhere that has a there's a Korean hairdresser close to you, or it's not just Korea that does perms. I think there's few Asian countries that like are into getting perms, and perms is more of a regular thing. So I think it's something you should look into. But if you want to save yourself money and get a good perm, it's probably better if you come on a trip to Korea, or if you're here. If you're wondering why it looks like I'm in a prison, well, I'm not. I am at a jjimjilbang at the moment. Jjimjilbang is a public sauna, and so basically you pay in. A lot of jjimjilbangs are 24 hours, and you can get food here. There's gyms here, and I am in the female only sleeping room. You can like just sleep on the floor here. There's like little leather pillows that are not that comfortable, and kind of like leather mats, and because there's no one in here, in the kind of main common room area, there's people kind of like watching TV and chilling and relaxing. So I felt a little bit rude if I pull out my tripod and start like making a podcast. But I did want to do it at the jjimjilbang, because I think the jjimjilbang is really, really fun. You first come in here, females and males are separate, because you need to be naked when you get into the public baths. So you shower, wash yourself, you get into the public baths naked with everyone else, like all female or all male. And you can also get massages here from the staff, and you can get scrubbed. That's one of the best things. You get like your body fully scrubbed. And then, a lot of jjimjilbang have restaurants and are 24 hours, so you can actually sleep here, hence sleeping room. They give you these like clothes to wear, like kind of these shorts and kind of pajama kind of top that everyone wears. And one of the interesting things about the public sauna jjimjilbang culture in Korea is there's a saying that I didn't look up before I started this, which I should have, but it paraphrasing, it's something like a rich man and a poor man are the same at the jjimjilbang, because when you take off your clothes and you're naked beside each other, you know, everyone's the same. No one has their clothes and no one's hiding behind what they put on their back. So it's kind of this very nice way to express that the jjimjilbang is an equalizer for everyone. So if you do get a perm, don't be coming to the jjimjilbang until at least 2 days after you've gotten your perm, because then you can wash your hair. And if you have any more information about perms and perms related to KBeauty, please leave a comment below, because I feel like this was quite sparse on information, even though I gave you pretty much all the information you need to know about getting a perm, or at least what it's like for me when I got a straight perm.